Currently, I owe $57,000 in debt. That's credit cards, personal loans, IRS, all this good stuff. And you might be wondering, how did I get here? What is up, guys? Welcome to my little journey. Welcome to a continuation of my journey. First of all, my name is Marco, born and raised in the southern part of LA. Here in Los Angeles, California, close to USC and South Central. It's not Compton, guys. It's like 20 minutes away from here. I come from a entrepreneur, business-oriented family. My mom owned a supermarket. My dad owned a auto repair shop, and so all this making money, flipping stuff has always been encrypted in me since a very young age. I just never knew what I wanted to do. I know I didn't want to work at my mom's, my dad's business. They were very strict, I was never too good, and eventually I just went out, branched off to do my own thing. Prior to pandemic, I used to just work for this one guy that he used to have his own business selling toys, Pokemon cards, and I would handle his e-commerce. And he one day told me that, because I used to do eBay before, he told me, hey Marcos, can you help me? So on eBay and in Amazon, so I did it for 5 years. I loved it. Eventually I was getting paid, I think, $11 an hour, and I wanted more, and I asked him for $12 an hour. He got mad and upset, and he said, no, I'm sorry, I think it's time for you to branch off. I think you could do your own thing. So he basically gave me the boots, and then I had the Amazon. I worked in Amazon for a long time, but I never thought I could do it on my own. I always thought I needed capital, so I just went ahead and grind. My friend, he eventually got into Amazon. He's like, hey, I found another way how to do Amazon. Let's do it. So we were flipping books, used stuff, flipping them on Amazon, thrift stores, yard sales, and pandemic hit, and anything you uploaded on Amazon, anything you uploaded online just sold. So my business skyrocketed. I made the most money ever. Got to a point in my life where I made like 100 grand, and I thought I made it. I thought that all this hard work paid off, but I feel like ego and the money got to me, got the best of me, I could say. And I ended up just going out with my friends, spending a lot of money, going out, not saving. I could literally say money used me, because I got to a point where I got my own place. I bought an expensive $70,000 car. I was, my bills got up to like literally $10,000-$12,000 because of loans, office space, warehouse, employee. So my business was paying it. Amazon was paying it. And then finally, 2022, early 2022, I started realizing that my business was going sideways when I was just making enough to pay my bills, and I was like, okay, cool, next month it's gonna get better. But I was just, making enough for my bills. I was basically eating all my money, all my expenses, all my investment and my winnings, but then I had loans to pay. So I was just making enough for the loans, and I was making enough just to pay my rent. And finally, everything went sideways. At this point right now, I have no money for Amazon to invest. So it's just, I think it's bad management of my money. I learned so many things out of this. I feel like it was meant for me to happen, because I learned that I need to control money, not money control me. And I felt that I just let money get the best out of me. Money get, I didn't use it wisely. I didn't save money. I literally was just buying things just to buy things, and I know now that you need a before you can invest in other investments. Because I even lost money in this one guy that invested 15,000, basically in my last $40,000 that I had in this couple products for Amazon that just plummeted. I ended up losing money there because I needed to liquidate them. So I lost maybe like $15,000 there, and whatever left over I used for just basically to keep up with my lifestyle. And so I was very like not naive, ignorant, you could say. But it's okay because moving forward today, I have a plan, guys. I have a plan to get out of this mess, and hopefully you guys can get with me together. It's just this is for me. It's like a reminder that it's just one day at a time. Because sometimes I just feel like crying and feel like throwing everything out the window, and so it's something that I want to record this journey with you guys. And what am I doing? You guys might be wondering, what's my plan? My plan so far as of right now, I pay currently about $7,000 in bills still. I plan to cut off my office that I've worked out at. It's $1,000 there, so I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna tell my guy Jason that I can't do it because I even owe him money. It's one of the so I want to pay him off, so I am cutting that off. So it'll be about 6,000. I work as a server and at night, so I average about $4,000 every month. And so you could say, how do I get the other $2,000? My goal right now is to make about $3,000 in Uber from like 5 a.m. to basically trying to make $125 a day. I want to save about $5,000 so I can't. So I can start my Amazon again. I know with $5,000 I could start kick it off again. Because I just need some room for wiggle room for something. I don't know, guys. This is just the beginning of my first blog. I'll tell you guys how it goes, and hopefully I could just get by. I need to make a plan, guys, and let's do it. We're gonna do this plan. I'll film it. Let me go to my office so we can film it together. I gotta film it, okay? Okay, here's my plan. I don't know if you see it, but here's my plan. If Monday from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. we try to make $120, we're gonna take a break from 11 to 1 to see if we have lunch, take a nap, and do Amazon side things. And then we go out back at 1 through 7. Hopefully we make $120. Can be more, but that's what I'm hoping for. And so we don't get frustrated, stuff like that. So that's about $240. And if we did that for the next 2 days, that would be $480, right? $480. And then on Wednesday I go back to my serving job, which 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm gonna try to make $120. And 3 to 11 I do my serving job. So I normally get $100 from my paycheck, and let's say if I got $50 a tip because it was slow, about $150. So for that day I expect around $270. Thursday, same thing. Uber expect to make $120, and the same thing. It's slow, so I'll make $150 from my check. So now that's $270. And let's see, it's Friday. Here's where things should be good. 5 a.m. to 11, 120. Let's see if we can make $100 from my work and another $100 in tips. Crossing my fingers, right? Crossing my fingers. So now for Saturday, instead of doing Uber, I picked up a shift for Saturday, Saturday and Sunday. I picked up a shift, so from 10 to 3. I made $80 in tip this past Saturday in the morning. I'm just gonna assume it's just $50 on the low end, right? So I don't know if you can see it, but I say $100 in the morning plus for my check and the 50 bucks in tips, 150. Now from 5 to 1, crossing my finger and make at least $150 a night plus $100 for my check. That should be $250, which is equivalent to like what, $400 for that day. Now Sunday, I expect to make 150 in the morning and then 150 at night because it's low. 300 for that day. Now that brings us to, that's 480. That's plus 270 plus 270 plus 320 plus 700. That's about $2,040 per week. That's the goal. And so far we should be at $8,000, 160. And okay, that's the goal. Okay,